Welcome to Our Dad Plays. This is week 3 of the DSG Season 3 League. And we have got a good one for you tonight. We've got Royal Regis versus the Eon Tickets. It's Dante versus Andy. All right, here we go. Latios and Spectrier. So you're going to get a chance to see this one right away. Andy starts off with Guzzlord and Sylveon. So we are going to see a max right away from Andy and Guzzlord. And he's trying to decide whether he wants to throw out, just be aggressive and attack, or is he going to try something more passive. And he's going to go for it. He's going to go for a Hyper Voice right off the bat. All right. I love these Friday and Saturday night matches that we have. I mean, it's later in the week, but it makes for a nice Friday night when we have these matches. It's kind of fun. All right, here we go. Here goes Guzzlord, maxed up. That shiny Guzzlord's pretty sweet, but he does look like he's been eating Cheetos. I kind of agree with that. All right, so Guzzlord. I'm not mistaken, is it 4 times a week to, is it Fairy?
Fairy.
Yeah, 4 times a week to Fairy. Get a special attack drop on the first one there. And Draco Meteor does about 70% into Guzzlord. A special attack drop, but there is the weakness policy showing its item right there, and it is going to hit like a truck. Expect it to one-shot whatever it touches here. Off goes Hyper Voice, and it does about 75% to Latios. And there goes the special attack boost. And here comes a Max Dark, and that is going to be good night for the Spectrier. So overall, does a lot of damage to Guzzlord turn 1, but it turns around and KOs Spectrier. And there's the Beast boost. So it gets another attack boost right off the bat. So Andy's sitting in a fairly commanding position, but he does not have any speed advantage over his opponent. Curls up and falls asleep. Yeah. And there's Dracovish. Always commands attention when it enters the field. That is a tough Pokemon to deal with. But Sylveon is great to have on the field when you've got the Dracovish out there. So let's see what happens here. There goes another Draco Meteor. It is going to KO, picks up the KO on Guzzlord. So only 1 turn of max for Andy. Probably not what he was looking for there. And Vicious Rend, and it takes out Sylveon. So here comes Regigigas and Weezing in the back. Just faced one of these today. So I'm doing some test battles for next week. And so most of you guys know Regigigas has the slow start ability, but Weezing shuts that down, shuts down everybody's ability on the field. So it'll be interesting to see how his opponent deals with that. So he's got 3 Pokemon left. Dante does, and he has his ability shut down, but he still has his max left. So we'll have to see which Pokemon he chooses to max. And it looks like he's going for it right now. He's going to max up Dracovish. Oh, wow. I am actually really shocked. He's actually maxing up Latios with about maybe 15% of its health left. That is really shocking. So Weezing protects. This is an interesting play.
This is a really freaking fast
Regigigas with Giga Impact one-shots Dracovish with a critical hit. Wow. That is a very fast. It outsped Dracovish? It's outsped Latios and Dracovish. There is a speed He's going to pick up his speed for his side of the team. But that was shocking, the speed on that Regigigas. So that's going to be interesting. And here comes Heatran. So looking at the moveset there, I'm not sure how ideal of a matchup that is for Andy. But the Latios is pretty crippled with HP right now. All right, so we're just waiting for Dante's moves here. Hope everybody's having a good Friday, Black Friday out there. Get your online shopping done. Now you get to watch some Pokemon. Couldn't get any better than this. All right, here comes a Max Airstream. That is going to pick up his speed of his Heatran. We'll see how it works out with the speed of the Regigigas, which we know is very fast. If he's going to go first or not. So it's a 2-turn move for Regigigas. Forgot about that. And he's going to use Substitute on Heatran. So it is a substitute set for Heatran. And it's a leftover set. So we see that kick in. So Regigigas gets to rest up. I mean, it takes no damage on that turn. So now we see the speed up. So probably is going to be faster on this turn, but no guarantee. We know Latios is already faster and did hardly any damage. That's the good thing, is Andy really got out of that turn with hardly any damage to his Weezing at all. And here comes the Max Wormwind. He's going to try to he's going to lower the attack power of the Regigigas. He's going to drop that one stage. Doesn't do a lot of damage though, about maybe 10%. And that Latios power just keeps dropping off. There's a high horsepower into the Heatran. That is going to, yep, that's going to drop the substitute. And here comes Flash Cannon. This should do a fair amount. Well, not another, maybe another 15%. And here comes Flamethrower.
Kind of cool interaction. He's a Flash Fire Pokemon.
Yeah, Flash Fire. Absolutely, that was pretty.
I can hit him with fire.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, how's this going to work out? So Andy was testing the waters there, and it worked okay. So he's able to do damage with his fire attacks, which may not be ideal for Eon tickets. So it's going to be a little bit different than what Andy probably originally had thought with his moves. Being able to at least do some damage with the fire moves. There comes an Air Slash, hoping to probably get a flinch out of that. And thanks to Life Orb, there goes Latios. And no flinch. Here comes High Horsepower. That's going to do a ton of damage. Picks up the KO. So Regigigas comes in from the back with the attack drop and still comes in and cleans up and keep it out there like that. So I've never played against too many people who did that and just kind of parked it out there. So, and then they protect every other turn, and it's just annoying. So, congratulations for that. Mm-hmm. Okay, so here we see Talonflame and Spectrier. So maybe we'll get to see a little bit more of what Spectrier is about. And now, I mean, he's going to see. He shuts down the abilities once again, so Talonflame will not have that wonderful ability that it has, and Spectrier won't have its ability, its attack bonus that it gets when it knocks everyone out. So it's curious to see how Dante will kind of adapt with this. If he will will he aggressively go after the Weezing, or is he going to go after Regigigas here? Okay, so this time we're going to see a max from Andy right off the bat, and I'm assuming it's Regigigas, and he's going to want to probably even raise his attack power even more, or his defense, and just try to last through everything. And I'm wondering if Eon Tickets has something. Oh, he's going to max right away as well. If he has anything that can, slow down this Regigigas. We know it's fast. And, you know, we know that he's going to have to slow it down somehow. Does he have a way to burn it? Does he have a way to, you know, paralyze it? Anything. Wheezing pulls out Protect again, trying to last as long as he can. And there it is. There's the Will-O-Wisp. And it does hit. So Regigigas is burned. That is going to affect its power. But it's still a very, very big force to be reckoned with. It's going to do some damage. Obviously not nearly what it would do if it wasn't burned. So there goes its special defense. It's going to start acting like a tank now. So, and he's going to, looks like, aggressively go after the Wheezing here. He goes into it with a Max Phantasm, and they're going to get a defense drop. And Wheezing picks up the Leftovers heal, or the Black Sludge. And Regigigas has got a burn on him, so... But he does have the special defense boost for both sides. I want to see this Eon Tickets EVs.
That was smart.
Yeah, so he does pick up the Tailwind. He wants to go first here. And there goes the Phantasm. And it does not take out the Wheezing. But he's got another drop. The defense drop. So these hits are going to start picking up some steam. And there goes another Max Quake into the Spectrier. Again, it's going to do probably 20%. So he's almost halfway on his health. And he's going to raise a special defense for both Pokemon, which is really nice. There goes Sludge Bomb into Talonflame. It does about 40%. What's that?
That did a lot.
Yeah, I was surprised. It did do quite a bit. And knowing how, you know, you're Wheezing probably, if there's any attack investment at all. Is there?
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. And again, quickly picks his moves. And probably not going to see much difference. He's looking for more special attack boosts and have Wheezing hang around as long as he can. There's a Brave Bird, so he's going to double up the red. That's a ton of damage to Regigigas. It's also going to do a lot of damage to Talonflame. And there he goes again into Wheezing. Not predicting the Protect on that turn, but he is going to get another defense drop on the Regigigas. So the Brave Bird did a lot of damage with those two defense drops, but here comes another Max Quake into Spectrier, and he's down to about 35% of his health. So he's a +3 special defense on both Pokemon. So anything in the back, any special attackers in the back are not going to be able to do much. Any more of these physical attacks are probably going to take Regigigas out of the game here. So both players are out of their max turns now. We're going to see what happens here. Looks like he's going to go for a Heat Crash and a Sludge Bomb. Nope, possibly a Switch Out. So here comes Brave Bird again. And that goes into the Wheezing. And it does take out the Wheezing. And there goes the gas. So Slow Start's going to kick back up again. That'll mean that he'll do even less damage than before. But yep, and the Shadow Ball, I kind of didn't really think about that much. Actually, it did quite a bit. The Heat Crash did more than I would have even thought with the Slow Start kick back in. So a little bit of a misplay by Eon Tickets there. Not really calculating that when he did take it out, that the Shadow Ball would go into Regigigas. And if he didn't switch, being unaffected. Unless he was thinking that maybe he would switch. So he was unable to take out both Pokemon that turn. Here comes in Sylveon. Again, big threat to the team, although he does not have a speed advantage. Sylveon protects. Brave Bird into Sylveon. And here goes a Snarl. Interesting. Regis avoided the Snarl. And this is going to be close. And Spectrier lives. And Tailwind is over. So, really great protect there on Sylveon might make the difference in this game. Andy is down one Pokemon. Eon Ticket still has all of his. Probably that was a really key protect right there, because got him out of that Tailwind, and we know how fast that Regigigas is. It's going to outspeed the Spectrier. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the slow start. Forgot about that. Now, without the ability, it would. Well, Talonflame does pull Tailwind again, so he's prepping for the Pokemon in the back, and he's probably gonna take a KO here. So, Andy's back in the lead again. He's got his 3 Pokemon, although Regigigas has taken some serious damage. He's not really hitting with a lot of power. And Eon Tickets is about to reveal his last 2 Pokemon in the back. We also have, and there it is, Dracovish. We kind of figured that one. And there's Heatran again. So he is under Tailwind, which is pretty good advantage at this point. So it looks like Andy's going to see if he can stall out a little bit of that Tailwind. We saw what the damage was from Dracovish last time onto the Sylveon. So we'll see if he just spams a Heat Wave here, or... Oh, there goes the Fishious Rend into the Regigigas. Picking out, it's a pretty big threat to the Heatran. He learned that time, and pulled Substitute. So he predicted the Protect. That was a really great play by Eon Tickets. Predicting the Protect on the Sylveon, that play. And here comes Guzzlord. So Andy's going to have a pretty big disadvantage here with the speed. And the Substitute is set up. So this will be an interesting 2v2 here to wrap this game up. All right. I think so. Steven's going to be headed over after this. We're going to have his game. Who's Steven play tonight?
Steven plays Michael.
Okay, Michael. And so their 2 teams are
Florida Gators and the Skullermanders.
Skullermanders and Florida Gators. So we'll be streaming that match later on tonight. That was a quick attack into there, and Fishious Rend does about 80%, but does not KO. Here comes Flash Cannon, and it is going to pick up the K-Ball and Sylveon. So they are picking out, he picked out that the bigger threat to his team was obviously the Sylveon. And he 100% knew he protected last turn. This Draco Meteor into, this is going to do a ton of damage. Does it take it out? It does. Dracovish takes a KO from Guzzlord, but Guzzlord's attack drop, but he gets the Beast Boost. So we still have the setup, the substitute setup from Heatran. So this will be really interesting to see what happens here on this last couple plays here. Doesn't have a super effective attack for the Heatran left. Interesting. Heatran protects here. I mean, either way, he's going to have a speed advantage. I'm not sure what the protect was for. Didn't see any, unless I'm mistaken. I guess he was letting his leftovers heal maybe a little bit. I didn't see any other statuses on the field, did you? Okay. That's probably what it was. He was letting his leftovers do its work. And,
I mean, I could probably win by stalling him out, but I don't feel
so
like
Andy is going to go ahead and cancel the battle on this one, and that game too goes to Eon Tickets. Versus Heatran, that would have been hard. Yeah, I agree with you, Matt. That would have been hard. Okay, So we see a Guzzlord Cresselia start, and we see a Talonflame and Spectrier start. Okay, so Andy's switching it up a little bit, and we see Dante keeping it exactly the same as game 2. Andy quickly picking his moves. Did not say what he picked. All right, we'll see it soon. But it looks like to me that Andy could be going for a Trick Room start. And that's what I was thinking in my mind, that, you know, with the speed being a larger part of the problem in the game too, that if he had a speed advantage and was just going first, that it probably would have fixed that problem. Yeah, no max from his opponent, and so we're going to see if he attacked or protected. Oh, we see a taunt. Is he running Mental Herb? See a fist bump over here? It looks like he was. He's running Mental Herb. The Snarl comes off.
Did a lot of damage.
Yeah, it actually did do quite a bit. It's going to drop a special attack. It's not really going to matter much for the Guzzlord. And there's a Max Dark coming off. This is going to do a lot. And is that... Did it look like it survived?
Yeah,
yep,
sash.
It's sashed. Okay. Is it the first time we saw the sash?
Yeah, the first game I used Hyper Voice.
Okay, all right. I thought so. All right, so that reveals its sash, and there is the Trick Room. This is going to be interesting to see how Eon Tickets plays through this. But he was prepared. He definitely predicted the Trick Room. I think he thought he had it figured out. He did not predict the Mental Herb. Or maybe he was hoping there was no Mental Herb. I've done that before as well, too. So, we'll see what Plan B is for Eon Tickets. Should have roared. Yeah, Steven, should have roared. Yeah, I've seen that before.
I looked him up. They don't get him.
He doesn't get it, yeah. Andy said he's researched that. Yeah, I probably should have researched that, too, earlier this season. Okay, there goes Max Wormwind. It's going to take out that Spectrier. It's going to drop the physical. It's going to drop the attack of the Talonflame. Looks like he is committed to keeping... There goes a Beast Boost. And this is where, you know, like any of them get... it gets hairy is when they get those Beast Boosts. But Talonflame takes a lot of damage there as well.
That was -1.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, we're going to see... Here comes Heatran. I wonder if we're going to see a max from Heatran this game, or if we're going to see... Andy's trying to figure out what to do here. He wants to switch in. If we're going to see a max for Heatran, or if he's going to try to stall out some turns of this Trick Room. If this Guzzlord gets any more KOs, it's going to start... It's literally going to one-shot everything on his team. So... If it isn't already. He can take out Talonflame from here, obviously. And it's what it's going to do right there. So Talonflame goes down. There's another Beast Boost. And no max still. And no Protect. I wonder if that's a sub that we're going to see here again. There's a second Beast Boost. It's a really gutsy call if he went for a sub here.
Freeze!
Here comes Ice Beam. Doesn't do much at all.
Dang.
And he did. He went for a substitute and got it. Wow. That was really gutsy call, actually. Because had Guzzlord just attacked straight into it, it would have destroyed it. I guess you got... I mean, he really had to make some tough decisions there. So, and his last Pokemon is Sarina. Wow, I can't believe that. He went with Sarina as his last Pokemon. So it is going to shut down priority moves, but there's a lot of fire moves on Andy's team, so it's interesting that that was his last one. So we're going to see which one he's going to max up here. This is going to be very interesting to see what happens, because Andy did bring different Pokemon this time too. So I'm really curious myself what's going to happen. Okay, so did 2 turns Trick Room left?
Yes.
Okay, 2 turns of Trick Room left. Substitute set up. Sarina just took the field. So Cresselia's going to come out. Guzzlord should still go first here. And here comes Lapras. So, so he is going to max up. I'm just guessing it's going to be Sarina.
If he called that switch, though.
Yeah, if he did predict that switch, that would be pretty hardcore. I mean, the substitute call was a very good, risky, but very good call. Maybe he just predicted that. There's Flamethrower.
Burn.
So what set is this? Oh, he
yes.
gets the burn. He calls the burn and gets it. And there's a max Flutterby. And I tell you, into Lapras, that was nothing. Maybe 10%, 15. Ouch. That's tough. That's tough. Here goes Flash Cannon into Lapras, and Lapras is taking about 40% damage just for switching in, so not terrible. And interesting. Okay, so Sarina's burned, and we're going to see Andy looks like he's in a pretty commanding position here. He's got all 4 Pokemon. He's got the speed advantage for this turn. He's got a burn on Sarina. Even with the setup there, it's overwhelming. So Sarina's now down below 50%, and there goes Perish Song. I was wondering if you had that on there. I didn't see you pick. So. Yeah, so Perish Song does go through subs, so it's just not doing enough damage. Unfortunately, that burn kind of sealed his fate. It's possible. We've got about 5 minutes or so. It's possible that if he hadn't had that burn, there might have been a way for him to come back a little bit. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking it's pretty slim at this point. So Heatran comes out with a Flash Cannon, does more, a little bit more, but he's definitely picked out that Lapras is the biggest threat. Yeah, he's going to have to run through the whole team in another 2 turns. So that was brutal. That's pretty much what happened to me last week when I played Tyler. So got to game 3. He always carries Perish Song on his Politoed, and actually I'm sorry, it wasn't last week, that was this week, and just feels like a long time ago. We played on Tuesday, and I always
no, that was last week. We played Josh this week.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. It was last week. So, but I always know he always carries it, and I always know he has it, and he pulled it out in Game 3 like I thought he would. So I always was trying to get rid of Politoed in Game 3, but he kept moving in and out, and he's very good at it. So, and once he gets that disadvantage on you, or advantage of Pokemon over you, he pulls it, and you're just stuck. And so that's unfortunate, but it's the way the game's played. You hold your cards right, and you pull it out at a Game 3, and it's pretty much it's game, set, match. So it was a nice play. Yeah, but the burn is really what hurt him. Sarina is a great Pokemon for a draft league. Really good. I had it in Season 1. It's really nice. But it's probably wasn't the best Pokemon to bring in this match. And I just say that just because of your fire moves that you had already shown that you had. Mm-hmm. And but he definitely predicted that you had Trick Room. He did a great job there. He came out guns blazing with the taunt. That didn't work out, so it was very tough. He didn't have Roar on his team. Possibly maybe making Sarina like a 0 speed Sarina, or one of his Pokemon 0 speed to counter your Trick Room, should you have pulled it. Maybe that would be the only other thing he could have done to kind of turn things around. That's pretty cool, though, that it gets triple axle this season now.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Deactivated.
Oh, no. Yeah, there goes weakness policy.
I missed the third one.
Yeah. And there goes Flamethrower, and that is going to pick up the KO on Sarina.
That was weird. It looked like it was hitting the substitute.
Yeah, didn't it? It did.
I was like, what?
That was kind of weird. I was like, did you target? Okay. So there goes the Beast Boost, making it even more. Is that +3 now?
I think it's +5.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's right.
Oh, no, he got the special attack drop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. You got the drop, so I think you has 3. So, but anyway. Okay, so there goes Perish count. All right, it's down.
We'll check.
You've already done. You're just going to sacrifice the Guzzlord, are you?
I'm
It's
at
plus two.
Okay,
Yeah, because the drops.
I'm gonna switch because I don't want to get the KO on him.
It's all about the stats now.
Trying to get that
I hear you.
best ratio.
Okay. So, here comes Sylveon in, and
he could flash cannon it.
Yeah. He could flash cannon that slot. And this looks like, yeah, it still doesn't take out the substitute. And he's using Burning Jealousy, so he finally revealed that last move on there. I don't think he's used that yet.
No.
Yep. So Burning Jealousy was the final move on the Heatran. And there goes the Parasong. So, good game. It was overall, it was a really great set. So, Cresselia, you got a chance to see it, had Mental Herb, basically carrying Ice Beam, Trick Room, Psychic, and then you were carrying Moonlight. I don't think you used it, right?
No.
So, but yeah, so if he got into an in-game situation, like Game 2, he was going to pull out the Moonlight, and that would have salvaged the game for him with if it would have been 1v1 with Heatran, I'm sure. Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah. I was thinking that I could stall him out, take a long time and Moonlight at the turn.
So Lapras, again, you brought the Lapras. It had the Parasong, Brine, Freeze Dry. This is probably more of one that you weren't... I mean, you could max it, but you probably weren't thinking you were going to this game.
No, this one was purely just take the Fishious Rend.
Okay.
So that's...
Switch into Fishious Rend.
Yep,
okay,
that's kind of what I was going
And that's why it was a Water Absorb set. The Weezing, we saw that one. Black Sludge. You got a chance to really showcase each of the moves on that one. So Regigigas had Heat Crash, Ice Punch, High Horsepower, and probably picked up more KOs than anything tonight.
I think him and Guzzlord. Yeah,
maybe split it. Maybe split it. It was really an MVP for you game one. Came in, you were behind, and it just swept through his team.
Yep.
Sylveon also put on a lot of offensive pressure, like we've seen the other two games you played this season. Just a straight fairy type, but my God, it just puts on so much power with Throat Spray, and so Guzzlord, I am one to say I thought this was a terrible draft pick for Andy. I'll admit it, but it is turning out to be a lot better than I thought, and because he surrounded it by other Pokemon that protect it very well.
He didn't bring Klefki, so that was one of the big things that I knew that Guzzlord could do a lot of work.
It's so crazy, but a simple Dazzling Gleam on Klefki, I had it last season, and it picked up a ton of KOs for me.
Mm-hmm.
It would have KO'd Guzzlord. That's it, Dazzling Gleam. Draco Meteor, Dark Pulse, and Flamethrower. But the weakness policy is what really helped you. You pick that up, and then you get the Beast Boost on top of it, and it just starts obliterating things.
Yep.
So... All right, well, thanks for dialing in to Our Dad Plays. We are going to have one more match for you tonight, and that is going to be Steven versus Michael. Great game. Honestly, both of them, Steven's been on fire. He's undefeated. Michael is 1-1, but he's coming off a kind of what we felt was a kind of a big upset. So he's been playing. He played a really lights out game last week. So honestly, we have no idea what's going to happen in this game. Both really tough teams. So dial in probably an hour?
Yep.
In an hour, and we'll put the link up on Discord. All right, thanks for dialing in, guys. We'll see you soon.